Hey, what's going on, guys? So, we have made it past the middle of July. I see that silver is dropping heavily. Let me go ahead and pull up the price this morning. But the one interesting note is that the premiums don't seem to be dropping. I was looking at some ATBs last night, and they're still asking like $106 for an ATB, with the silver price right now at $14.86 and gold at $11.34. So that's the one thing out there. If they start dropping these premiums, I might be interested in buying some coins, but they seem to be holding pretty fast to their premiums. I think the premiums on an ATB is almost like $5.50 an ounce, which is pretty crazy. But let's go ahead and show you some silver. Here we have something from Silvertown. So I was in the chat and I was talking about, yes, I do travel back to Indiana quite frequently. And whenever I'm there, I like to go to Silvertown. It's a pretty cool place. It's one of the few major places in the United States that actually you can go inside and buy without having an appointment or anything. So it's pretty cool. And tomorrow is my birthday, so I got one of these. Pretty cool. And on that note, everybody probably just seen that the U.S. Mint has suspended sales of U.S. Silver Eagles, which is quite surprising. But they've been pumping out like 40 million ounces a year, which is really high. I don't buy much silver that's produced in that quantity. I have a pretty good collection of Silver Eagles. You can search through my over 100 some videos and find my video that I made with all my Silver Eagles laid out, starting in '86. I have all the way through the '90s and the early 2000s. Let me show you some other stuff. I'm kind of a collector of these. Let me wide back out. Yes, you are seeing my stove in my little apartment. So no tricks here. This is one of those little cool little rolled pennies that you can pick up at Silvertown. They got little souvenirs. I also made a video when I toured Silvertown, so if you want to check that out and kind of see what Silvertown kind of looks like, I might put a snippet of that video in the front just to. So I did go there, and some of these pickups are from there. Let me zoom back in. So what you see in the back being held up by this nice stack of ammo is some 40% sets that I picked up while I was at Silvertown. I was planning on going over there and picking up actually some gold, but they just really didn't want to let it go like a lot of dealers and give good deals. So I decided just, I'm going to look around. And I was looking through their back showcases, and they had these 40% 1976 sets, and I immediately spotted these and knew I had to get them. Let me take a drink of coffee. So, excuse me. So I was looking at them, and they had a good price on them, $10, which at the time was around $2 over spot, which is really a good deal. Of course, these are the proof. See if this camera will Let me focus. These were made for the 200th bicentennial. There's Independence Hall. That's a little, or not a little, but that's like a drummer from the Revolutionary Army. There's the Liberty Bell and the moon. I never really looked up what significance, why they put the moon there. I guess going to the moon. But I got two of those. That's probably the lesser of the quality. This is probably a little bit nicer. They come in these original mint capsules. They didn't come with the box, but for the price of these, I said, well, I'm already over there. This, of course, is in Winchester, Indiana. They've been there. Let's see. They've been there. He's been there for 50 years. He came back from World War II, I think it was. Leon Hendricks, and started Silvertown. My family knows him a little bit. So it's a pretty nice business. Of course, now they're all online, but they were one of the people before there was online, you know. And also, I got this 1964 Kennedy as a gift, so that was cool. I got that Silver Eagle as a birthday gift. I got that. And then something pretty cool I seen in Hi-Ho Silver's video was some of these 5/9 silver coins. Pretty cool stuff. Let me take another drink of coffee. So the Royal Silver Company, back in, I believe it was 2010, started making 5/9 coins. Seattle knows a lot more about the whole story, but the premiums have been really high on these. I've been seeing people showing these in the Hangouts, and a couple videos, not pretty recently, and the premiums just run pretty good on these. I mean, you might be able to pick them up in auction every once in a while. People's not watching the auction for a good price, but pretty much these are running $60, $70 a coin, which is pretty high. And I was watching Hi-Ho's video, like I said, and I seen, oh man, he had a few of them, and they were being sold at Scottsdale, one at a time, and auction. When they first started, they were going pretty good money, and then they kind of settled down. I say they probably sold about 3 tubes, maybe 2 tubes of each one of these. These are still going on. I think I've gotten 5 now. I still got some on the way. These must be sold out. I'm going to try to get another 5 today for a good price from another seller, but they look like a pretty good opportunity. I really didn't plan on investing any money much into precious metals this month, besides a few products coming out. But I seen these popping up, and I said, well, it's kind of one of those times that it was a good time to buy, as these are the there we go. These are the 10 Durham round made by the Royal Silver Company. Durham is actually like a denomination, and so these aren't actually 1 ounce, because a Durham is, 2.9 something grams of silver. So you convert that to 10, it's like 29.7 or something. So it's just a little bit below an ounce, like a 1.4 grams. So you don't see the weight listed actually. But it's actually a really nice round. Or I guess you consider it a coin because it actually does have a denomination. It's just not minted by a country. But it lives up to the requirements of being a dirham. And there you see like the Arabic scroll on the back. Pretty cool. I really like these. I think they make some good trade items too, as they're kind of rare. And a lot of people don't have them, you know. So I got, of course, another one. Like I said, these are going for about $25, which is really good because before that, they're going for about $70. Let me show you the original one. I believe it's pronounced the Andean cat. This is a 1 ounce coin. Look down there at the bottom. What do you see? Yes, both these are 5 nines plata, which of course is silver. But that's what makes these really rare and really sought after, is that 5 nines denomination, or listing of the silver, excuse me. This one, of course, doesn't have any denomination on it. And, of course, you see the Royal Silver Company like logo there. And, of course, this one was made in 2010, like I said. I have a few coupon codes I want to share with you guys right now before I forget. We have a coupon or a code here sent by Scottsdale Silver for their website, good until the end of July. As you can see, $5 off a $100 order, DL999. I'll post that below in the section. Let's see here, and we have a free coupon for shipping from Jagersport Silver. I'll post that below too in the description, along with the Scottsdale one. We got a code of free ship July, all capitalized. So check that out. Might get you some free shipping, a little bit off on your silver. Excuse me. But I just wanted to bring you a few things. The Silver Slacker limited bars are coming out on the 31st. So I'm going to wait and use my coupon through Jaeger's Poured Silver on that day. But it should be pretty exciting to see how these bars sell out. As the last one sold out in 21 minutes, of course they're upping the mintage or the production of these 50%, which will be a little bit higher, but still pretty cool. But I think it'll be a pretty good pickup. They were going for crazy money. What was that, May they came out? And somebody sold a couple of them for over $200. And excuse my refrigerator, as I'm filming in my kitchen, like you've seen. But pretty cool stuff. Just picking up a few things. Like I said, I really didn't plan on getting the really any silver like this, as I'm gonna hopefully get about another 10 of these, and I got 3 more of these on the way. But when the opportunity arises, sometimes you have to just spend the money. These were going for about $35, $36 a piece, which is almost half of what these were going before Scottsdale started releasing their mass quantities of them on the market. But these should all dry up from Scottsdale pretty soon. The market will come dry again, and it'll be time to sell here in a couple years, or trade, because these are pretty cool little trade items, as a lot of people don't have them. But hope everyone's doing good. I'll see everyone in the Silver Siren chat tomorrow. And as always, guys, keep stacking and collecting.